Hey, beautiful souls. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I still am waiting on my voice to fully be activated, I guess, again, before I do too many videos. But I know that you guys are so patient and supportive and amazing. I decided to do a collective video for you because I know how patient you guys have been. I always want to reward you for your patience because patience is a virtue, and I want everybody to realize that, recognize that. And if you do, I want to reward you for it because you deserve to recognize your own strength to be patient as well. So, either way, honestly, I hope all of you are doing well. I know there's been so many things happening, so many things happening, so many things happening. Anyway, you know that, thankfully it's Virgo season because that will definitely mellow out a lot of the energy. It will keep us in a more grounded, centered energy. It will help us be more productive and more organized. And a lot of us are getting ready for the holidays now because that's what happens when we hit September. I mean, we're not quite there, but this is what the energy is already like unfolding to be. You know how it be. Okay, so unpacking for Virgo season, unpacking for the holidays type of feeling, right? Has been packed away for quite some time. So this is the energy that I'm feeling for you guys. I'm feeling a lot of love coming your way. Regardless if you've been feeling it or not, there's a lot of love coming. I know that there's been some things in line that have been waiting, and it's been feeling like you've been the one in line, but really there's been things waiting for you. Okay, so it's kind of nice to know that you're actually being waited on because there is some beautiful things waiting to align with you and help you grow, help you understand, help you have a deeper connection to yourself as well as others. So there's just a lot of the things that I'm feeling that are beautiful, bright, abundant, even support. Like there's some support that I see happening in your guys' lives that maybe you haven't been feeling it right now, and maybe you guys have been feeling really alone. A lot of us have. It's been an isolated period. Okay, a lot of us have been going through a lot of shifts and a lot of pretty much where we're trying to allow ourselves to activate fully. And during activation, I mean, sometimes it's like a computer. When a computer has to reset itself, restore itself, it takes time. It takes a long time, sometimes hours for that to happen. And taking it as a sense of like, if we're our own computer, we all take our own times. None of us are the same. All of us are different. And I know that you guys just need as much love and recognition and support as possible right now. Now I know it's coming. I know the things that you guys have been hoping for, manifesting. Another thing that's wonderful about today, being it August 26th of 2024, it is an 888 because 2 plus 6 is 8, 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8, and we have an 8 as August, right? So an 888 virgin gate, a virgin portal gate, where if your innocence is so pure and so felt and so sanctified, then you know for a fact you'll be able to enter and be accepted into this virgin gate. Okay, because we're in Virgo season, the virgin, right? So they're all about innocence, all about love, all about the purity. Being at the sixth house, it's about service, work, routines, and health. Now, I love this because the energy that I'm feeling that's coming is a lot about, I just saw 333, and that is a sense of the celebration, the getting together, the socializing, those kinds of things, communication, when it comes to you being of service to others, when it comes to you doing work in the sense of like you just helping someone. That is work, that is help. You really setting into some type of health routine, not even just a regular routine, but a health routine, making sure that you are doing the things to fulfill your needs. There's a lot of great things that are really combining in this sensation, and we're in Mercury retrograde. It will end, very soon. It takes quite some time, but it will be over before we even know it, because we'll be so productive. In a sense, we'll be finding ourselves being productive that we will be too busy to really even have a sense of care about what's going on the outside of what we're trying to be productive with. Okay, I know that the Virgo's energy of the sixth house is about I think. We're in Gemini moon in this time right now, so it is a lot of the think and thought process and mindset is so important. Making sure that you are staying centered, and if you are having a sense of an emotional disruption, allow yourself to feel those things. Allow yourself to just take your time. Don't have to make a decision during a time that you're in heavy emotion. Allow yourself to recenter and then redirect your focus into a more positive mindset and a more positive direction, allowing yourself to light up the room when it needs to be lit up. Okay, so let's see what this energy is going to be bringing. Thank you, Spirit, for showing up. Thank you, God, for coming through. Thank you to the higher beings, the deities, the angels, all sources of connection to the divine realm. We appreciate you. Okay, and the deceased loved ones of the collective too that come through, and the ones that have been trying to visit, the ones that have been trying to keep themselves acquainted or even connected in that sense to the collective. I saw the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of truth, clarity coming through, which is a beautiful thing. Let's see. There's been some unfair things, unfair treatments. I get it. It happens, and I totally understand. Some of you may feel unrecognized, underappreciated. The Five of Cups is in the reverse, though, so there's a sense of like, yes, this is a Taurus and a Scorpio going against each other, opposite signs, a challenge, but this challenge is being overcome by you. Okay, there's been some deceptive energies of an ex-partner, karmic ex for sure, so be wary of this energy as they are very sneaky. They have a trick up their sleeve. They are gossiping and being very bitchy. Okay, the Lovers in reverse means an ex-individual, somebody who is definitely a reason why you're loving yourself more than you ever did before. Because at one point, maybe you felt as if, you wouldn't have been involved with someone such as this individual if you were to have loved yourself more, if you would have seen your worth before, those kinds of things. I don't know if you're a singer, but if that's something you want to use in a rap or in a song or whatever it may be, the more high vibrational music we get, the better the life will be. I promise. So I love the fact that some people are really allowing themselves and their voice to be heard through a very beautiful, creative way, in their own way of really allowing just more voices to be heard in the world. Because I know we listen to music and a lot of us get drawn to the voice that we're hearing. We like that voice. Maybe it's not the greatest words, but we like the voice. And so if we get more people to have a voice, to have a singing voice, we get more interpretations, more options, more possibilities. So the better it is when we allow ourselves to just let our creative light shine. Okay. Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Chinese years, snake, pig, horse, sheep, tiger. Well, this energy is definitely pertaining to, we're in Gemini moon right now. I feel like that has a lot to do with the jealous side. You know how Gemini is our two-faced individual. I'm not talking about maybe this person's a Gemini. They don't have to be a Gemini. I'm just getting the energy of the perception of the way I see it. And when it comes to a Cancer, when a Cancer's in a negative emotion, in a negative mood, they become very grumpy. They become very cruel and distant, right? So there's a sensation that this person was distant, cruel, jealous, and insecure when they were with you at one point. And now they're really shining those insecurities even more not being with you because they're realizing that you weren't the problem. They're starting to notice that it was really them. They're the ones with these issues. Okay. And maybe they've been dealing with people who have, if they so happen to have other people in their life, if they so happen to date again, they've been cheated on, they've been wronged, they've been lied to, all of it. Karma is a real thing. Okay. And this person's definitely experiencing it. And that's why they're a karmic soulmate in the first place. There was things you learned that you had to, shed the old skin from, move on to a new version of yourself, and really be proud of who you are, which is a sense of you overcoming this depression and the sadness and making the most out of moving forward. And I do feel like that has a lot to do with the Six of Pentacles being in the reverse because, that would be somebody who was unfair to you and they didn't recognize you. They didn't appreciate you. You did a lot. You were the only one pouring into it. Nobody else was trying to do anything. And maybe you were even trying to stand up for this person when other people were trying to say, like, this person's not good for you, da 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 da, and you were trying to defend this person and all these things, okay? And it's all right because the loving heart that you had is still there. You are still that loving individual. You just now see more of the worth of what your love is. And that's okay. We all have to learn through all of our ways. Nobody is judging you for ever we've all been with the wrong person, okay? Nobody's not ever been with the wrong person. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. Let's get a message, though, towards this energy with the Moonology manifestation. Pretty colors they have. You do have Go Wild, Be humble while you go wild. Double Leo. Leo's energy, Chinese your monkey. There was a lot of things during Leo season that we did upgrade. We allowed our self-esteem and confidence to come back. We allowed ourselves to be more brave in the decisions we were making. We allowed ourselves to have more courage in action. Okay, so there's something about you going wild with all the things that you had re-downloaded or reactivated, or even just a sense of just activate it all in general. If you haven't even had it before, you had it before, but you had activated it during Leo season now. So all of you are in a different timeline, all of you are dealing with different things. But this is definitely saying, hey, when you go wild, just remember to remain humble no matter what you do. Okay, you are not above or you are not below anyone, and nobody is above or below you either. So just know you're just living to be living. Okay, and go wild with it. Be happy with it. Be free with it. You're not hurting anybody. You're not harming yourself. You're loving yourself. You're loving your life. You're doing what makes you happy. That's so totally okay. Go wild with that. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay. Leo is a Chinese your monkey as well. You guys could be any of these signs because it's a collective energy. So don't just pertain it to those specifically, okay? I want you guys to also realize that it doesn't have to do with just the signs. It has something to do with placements, has something to do with planets. And if you were to think about the Uranus, there's a lot of eccentricity, and I feel like that has a lot to do with why this person is deceptive towards you. And they know that you're different. They know that you handle things differently. They've only dealt with people that are a lot like themselves. You've grown, you've adapted, you've changed, you've transitioned. You're not the same person you were once upon a time, but you were always better anyway. And that's one of the things that this person was always jealous of, people maybe being around you, having friends if you had them and you didn't have them after because of this person. You had to gain all your friendships back, da-da-dee-da, right? This person's just really upset that you have that eccentricity, that you can fall off with people and then get back on. The fact that you even allow these people to leave because you had so much loyalty and commitment to this individual at one point. So therefore, it's just like this person starting to see all that. When you think about the moon, this person keeps a lot of secrets, right? The moon is the secret side, the dark side, the part of somebody that they don't want them to be shown. And that's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion that this person holds for you. The reason why they're so against you is because they have a lot of those emotions and feelings. The lovers being in the reversal was the first key point, that this person still has love for you, but the love that they had for you was not worthy of the love that you were giving, okay? They have a lot more to learn. They have a lot more to go. They have a lot more to grow. That's for sure. They definitely do. They have to learn that on their own. There's nothing that you can do. You've done your part already, is the point, okay? So this person, of course, they're going to have a lot of envy. They're going to have a lot of evil eye. They're going to have a lot, because they're constantly thinking of you. Because the constant thought. If you allow that person to think of you without allowing yourself to be thinking of that person, allow yourself in your own mind to let yourself go from this person. Tell this person in your mind, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I'm done cutting ties. You think of me on your own. Do not interconnect. Do not allow it to come towards me. Block this energy. Okay? So that's as simple as just asking. You don't have to allow this energy to affect you at all. Six of Swords on the bottom, another Aquarius energy, getting away from a bad situation. One that fatigued you, one that made you feel drained and burnt out, one that made you feel like things were repetitive and repetitive and repetitive. You kept working so hard for things that weren't really working out. Okay, there was no successes, there was no victories, there was really sweeping stuff under the carpet or the rug, or not really talking about it and things like that. So this was just something that really agitated you, frustrated you, and you realized that was unhealthy for you to be feeling those things. And it wasn't you making yourself feel those things, you were trying. Now you realize if one person is the only person trying out of a relationship, out of a bond, then it can't be a thing, right? It's only toxic to you. 10 of Pentacles is here because there is something you're working on very hard, your generational wealth. That's something that will make you happy. That's why Spirit's like, hey, go wild. It's okay. Be humble while doing so, because you deserve all this beauty and abundance and prosperity and love and even security and support and stealthiness, wealthiness, healthiness. You deserve it all. That's the feeling here. Virgo's energy. We're in Virgo season. Lots of things are going to start to transpire. I'm telling you. You'll start to see some of your goals that you've been wanting to even put into motion. Like if you have a goal, you're like, yeah, I want to go on a beach vacation next year. I want to take the whole family. So then you're like, okay, but then you start to save. Like you put $5 here, $10 next time. You put $20 the next time, and you keep putting in there. The bigger you see it build, the more you're gonna be like, like, yes, I'm succeeding at something, I'm getting somewhere. That's the best part. You have to recognize those little milestones, okay? Because those are really what's going to keep you motivated and keep you saving until that moment, you know. I do feel like a lot of these things are transpiring. There could be a baby that's being entering into the life of the family or friends, or maybe even the work life. You know how sometimes we become family members with our coworkers? Like, I have worked in the past, and a lot of the people that I was friends with at work, in a sense, they weren't my friends before, but they became like family. You know, they would invite me to their parties or whatever, go see, you know, hang out with them for their birthdays, or, you know, like, we'd see each other at work, we'd give each other motivation through the day, we'd support each other. It was nice, right? So work families are kind of a thing. But so it could be like somebody at work is pregnant, or their specific wife or something is pregnant, and there's gonna be more of a baby interactive feeling that could be happening. You'll be able to see more of the baby. The baby will be in your life, you know, that kind of thing. Grandparents, that could be a thing. You know, you could be becoming a mother, or you could be seeing your sister, your brother become a father or mother, or whatever it may be. Just something in the family whatever it is. There's something around a baby, and the baby is very blessed. The baby is very gifted. There also could be something to do with animals, like pets, and the pets are more like family. They're not really like animals, you know. They're not like a pet. They're like a brother or a sister or whatever. Um, very important, because I definitely see that that's going to be a very protective animal, like in a sense of a family member towards this baby. They're going to always make sure that the baby's okay anytime they see it, whatever it may be. I don't know if that means it's going to be in your household, or if it's going to be someone that's at work or someone in your family, but there's a dog that's very important and a baby that's very important to the situation. Somebody could be getting a new house, or somebody could be getting renovations with their house in the sensation too. There's a lot of things about open land, exploring, maybe even watching videos of exploration. I see that there is a lot to do with feelings of wanting to be near the ocean, being near the water. Um, I feel like it's going to help you align with things, help you kind of maybe even activate specifically more third eye activations, or even crown chakra activations. But it really gives me that sense of knowing that this is a lot to do with the courage and the strength and the stamina that you were building. And this is just like the feeling of motivation to actually go out there and expand your horizons when it comes to the situation. I mean, there's just a negative energy. I mean, with that evil eye, the magician in the reverse, the king of wands in the reverse, like I said, and just feeling like, because you're actually happy or you're thriving in some way, and because you weren't as thriving as you were before, this person does hit, like, they have a sense of guilt. And I mean, of course, this person's going to project and you know, try to make you feel like it's all your fault, but they don't want to take the blame. They don't know how to take the blame. So they're always going to blame somebody else. They can't take accountability for how they got themselves in the mess in the first place. So the only thing they can do is blame the fact that you're actually happy. Like, you didn't try to be happy with me. You know, this kind of thing is happening in this person's mind. Like, this collective energy didn't try, like, they didn't want to be happy with me. They just wanted to find the first up and reason to leave me, whatever it may be. You did try, you did stick it out, you did all the things you needed to do. The thing is, this is a reflection of themselves. They didn't do anything, they didn't try. You know, they feel guilty, but they don't want to feel guilty, so they're gonna put their guilt on someone else, or try to. So that negative energy is formed, and it does try to form against you, but no weapon formed against you shall prosper, right? Gemini and Virgo's energy. I love it because it's happening now. It's a Virgo sensation that we're in Virgo season. We're in a Gemini moon factor, and we are having Mercury retrograde. A lot of that has a lot to do with people from the past. A lot of things from rewinding a little bit, okay? And these people are honestly going through some consequences. Leo's energy, Cancer's energy too, but they're obviously heavy emotion, right? And there's a lot of secrecy. There's a lot of a secret energy that they can't even dare to be different. They can't even dare to be themselves. They won't allow themselves to really show who they really are, being that person that has emotion, being able to wear their emotion on their sleeve. They can't do that. They have to hide it. They become aggressive in a sense that's pushes everybody away, and nobody wants to deal with that kind of aggression and those kinds of mean words. But this is how this person treats themselves. They have to deal with it on their own, like I said, but there's just a feeling of that keeps coming through. So just being able to clarify for you guys. The strength card, told you, has a lot to do with everything that you've been doing to build, to be able to really make a better sense of direction for yourself when it comes to choosing healthier, wealthier decisions and choices for yourself. With the Knight of Pentacles being in reverse, it's like you knew that you weren't giving to yourself, but you finally developed a lot of strength too, but it wasn't really all your fault. You've really seen a lot of the abilities that you did put into something. It just wasn't recognized or brought to light in a good type of gesture, right? A lot of the things that you were doing just kept feeling like it was being punished and it was being swept under the rug and whatnot, right? The things that you tried to do weren't appreciated by the person that you were trying to get attention, you know. And like I tell everybody all the time, do not rely on someone to see in you what you know you withhold, because there's no way that somebody else can see what you withhold totally. And if you rely on someone else to see that in you, you're always going to find yourself really disappointed. You yourself should be the reason why you find love and happiness within yourself. You should be able to rely on yourself to know that you are a worthy person, that you are a lovable and supportive and also deserve to be supported person. You are that. You are that. You know what I mean? You don't have to rely on someone else to see that in you. I know our child selves always want to look at our parents, and we wanted the recognition and the attention and the time with them that we all wanted, right? We didn't maybe want them to spend money on us. We wanted them to actually try to get to know us. You know, those kinds of things happen. And I feel like we are still within us, that inner child still yearns to like be recognized. But the thing is you can take the power and give yourself that recognition that you've always so dearly wanted. So that's the feeling here of strength, giving you that ability to overcome this challenge with it. Bravery, courage, and all of it. That's your justice. And especially towards the evil eye. There could be an invitation that you guys could be going to, and it also could be very inspiring to you. There could be something of a new spark, a love spark, something beautiful. If you're already in a new relationship, this could also be like where the flame gets hotter and it burns brighter and like beautiful things start to transition and happen. It could be something around the full moon in Pisces. I just feel like this was all your justice for this negative energy and all the things that they kept pushing onto you with their negativity. I know everything happens for a reason, right? Even when somebody's thinking of us and sending us the evil eye, there's certain things we have to learn when it comes to that specific energy. So we also get to learn the way that we can set up boundaries, the way that we can allow energy in and out of our own energy, how we can release, how we can restore, how we can rejuvenate, all of it. Okay, and that does prove to us our own capability and our own strength. Many things are happening on purpose. All these happen 222. It's all about union. It's all about alignment. It's all about how it's supposed to happen. It's God's divine plan. And we can't mess with that, but we can learn and we can do it better each and every day. Every day we have a chance to do better and be better and keep being ourselves, because that's what God wants us to be. Just be. Just be. Literally, just be. Just be. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything but be. Okay? He wouldn't be putting you in situations that he knew that you weren't capable of handling ever. Okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces energy. I love this for you guys. Let's see a few messages. Goodness. Yeah, there's a masculine, very obsessed here. Thinking, money, traveling, plans, and new goals. See? New goals. Wanting to achieve those. Traveling, money, more plans, something different. Crown chakra, modesty, spiritual wisdom, ultraviolet ray. I know the wisdom and understanding I seek always comes into my consciousness upon request. Understanding, wisdom of the wise. Charming smile. Feminine or masculine says, you are more than divine to me. You have ethereal qualities. You are perfection and my delicate, beautiful, airy life flower. You are all I really ever think about. First thought in the AM, last thought in the PM. So I'm telling you, somebody's just super obsessed. I mean, inside, they were like obsessed in a way that was loving, but they couldn't learn to love you the right way. They have to learn that on their own now. And they're gonna have to go through different partners and different situations, and their path is definitely guiding them in a totally different direction than you. You guys came across each other for a reason, but you're dividing right now in that sense, because it's for the better of you and your health and your life. I will get another Moonology message because I feel like why not grab these Moonologies out? Bringing love into the situation. Aquarius, new moon, Aquarius energy. Ooh, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Now, the new moon in Scorpio, I definitely feel like it's going to be like November 1st will be the new moon in Scorpio. Now, when I see the new moon in Aquarius, I feel like because it's not really talking about a new moon, it's talking about when the moon will be in Aquarius, right before the full moon in Pisces on the September 17th. So right around those couple days, 14th, 15th, 16th. Okay, I think that's when Aquarius will be in the moon sector. So those are specific, but bringing love into the situation and working through your fears are the main messages today, especially being humble and going wild. Okay? As well as that's very interesting because all these are fixed signs. Now, fixed signs are always really good at finishing things. They're really good at finishing things. Okay, having a hard time starting, but really good at finishing. I hope that this helped you in any way it could. You guys are the best. I truly do appreciate all your support. Much love to you. I'll see you guys hopefully soon. I'm almost better, so we'll be back, and I'll be doing the back-to-back videos. Believe me, I've been missing out. I've been missing you guys, and I know you guys miss me because I feel it. I feel the energy. But have a great rest of your day.